No question? Okay, so what I want to share with you guys is for labeling, okay, if you can learn and practice how to label is good, okay, because that will help you to identify what structure, what pattern is forming. You can actually use that to help you in your trading, to give you more confidence if you're able to identify the pattern. And if you can identify the pattern that gives you a signal, an earlier signal, you can also use it to trade and enter at a better opportunity also. Okay, so that is where you can. That is where the importance of knowing how to label comes in. Okay, let me show you example. Okay, so example of importance of knowing what pattern is forming, right, is something like Aussie dollar. Okay, so in Aussie dollar, if you can identify that, okay, this over here is your 5-wave ending diagonal, right? When you see an ending diagonal pattern, it's telling you that the reversal is coming. Okay, so that is the nature of that pattern. So if you are able to learn how to identify the patterns that is forming, it can give you that extra confidence to know that sooner or later this will reverse to the downside. What is an ending diagonal? The nature of it is that it's gonna consolidate, moving smaller and smaller towards the top, and then there's a lot of overlapping. Right? Then most of the time, if I put in my divergence, this one you can see very clear it's a divergence. What did I put? Yeah. You can see that? Yeah. So it's telling you that this one sooner or later is gonna fall. Just that do not know when. Yeah, it can be this week, it can be next week. Yeah. Okay, so that's the importance of knowing how to identify the pattern that is happening. Okay, any other questions that you guys have? Been looking at it to go down for some time already, right? So John will know that, I think Vincent will know that in the group. We're already looking to see when it's going to drop, right? Because it's a question, it's not whether it's going to drop. If you look at this, okay, the question is not so much on whether it's going to drop, because 90% of the time it's going to drop. The question is when is it going to drop, right? So the question is when it's going to drop. Then that's where you can use news, right, as a catalyst to see when it's going to drop. Okay, so it can be coming from weakness on Aussie, or it can be coming from strength in dollar. Okay, then when these two drop together, you have two forces pushing it, then it can go very fast. It can go as fast as something like this one over here. So you get 1, 2, 3. You get here 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, so that is a little bit on top of just forecasting one pair. You forecast the intermarket aspect, meaning you don't look at only one. You look at how other correlated instruments gonna affect the currency market.